So today we're going to have a look at doing some more basics for beginner skills. We had a go a couple of days ago. We did a video just down a back alley and the floor was a little bit uneven for really sort of demonstrating some of the getting going techniques. So we're going to have another go here where it is lovely and smooth. The main reason we thought to do this is lockdown has seen unprecedented levels of skates being sold and skateboards and things. So it would be really helpful for these new skaters if you have some pointers and just the absolute basics of how to get going, keeping your balance and not putting yourself off the first time and hopefully avoiding falling. So it's all about posture. So when we're starting, we want to have our feet sort of, like driving, 10 and 2, so a nice V shape. We also want to have our knees nice and bent. Our bum is going to poke out ever so slightly and then lean over ever so slightly as well. This keeps my centre of gravity low. I'm in a nice sturdy position. So if I do get any wobbles, I can just drop low into that position and hopefully save it. There's a couple of extra things I can think of quickly. Even if you're just stood around just chatting or having a drink or anything, always just lean forwards ever so slightly. The worst accidents tend to happen when we've forgotten we've got skates on our feet and then all of a sudden, whoosh, you go flying backwards, hurt your butt and really hurt your head if you're not wearing a helmet as well. Also, if you're nice and low, if you are going to fall, you're actually just closer to the ground, so it is a whole lot less scary. We did cover some of the falls in the video the other day. So let's move on to getting going and what happens when you land on your butt. So a great way to save yourself if you think you're going to land on your butt because you slip backwards or you're about to slip backwards. So the first option you want to go for is if you've gotten too straight, that's why you slip backwards. So as soon as you feel that wobble coming, you feel yourself going backwards, you think, oh no, my ass, I'm going to fall. You've got to chuck yourself forwards and drop low. 9 times out of 10 that will save it and your bum is safe to skate another day. Other times there isn't much you can do about it. You're going that way, you know you can't do anything really, you just got to kind of take it. Well, there are a few minor little things you can try to kind of minimise the impact and the pain. So one thing to think about is make your body go as floppy as you can. Now I know this is completely the opposite of what your whole brain will be screaming at you because you're going to tense and it will be just So you want to land nice and floppy, and if you've got enough time, just let your body sort of twist and let the side of you take the impact instead because it will hurt a whole lot less. If you don't have time for doing that, and you know you're going straight down on your butt and there's the risk to the coccyx bone, then you need to tense, and that's the only time you need to tense. So you want to squeeze your arse muscles as hard as you possibly can, and then the muscles will cushion the bone inside. Another thing not to do is, if you're going back down, do not put your hand down behind you, because as soon as you land and your hand hits the floor, your elbow locks into position, then it's going to force your shoulder up and you can tear all of your shoulder muscles, which is a very, very long road to recovery. So avoid that one like the plague. But otherwise, if you're going down, just nice and floppy. It just makes it a whole lot easier. Then let's go forwards on to getting going. So you've got 2 main methods to make yourself move. You always want to be in a nice low, so you go zigzag position. So yeah, knees bent, arm out, lean forwards, so zigzag. So the first method we'll call sticky feet. So you don't actually have to pick your feet up off the floor at all for this. You're going to make both feet do the same thing at the same time. And you're largely using your inner thigh muscles. So you push out and then pull back in. Push out, pull back in. The whole time, you want to maintain that sort of low end position, leaning forwards. If you find it is a struggle once you've gone out to pull back in, what helps is the stronger your push out, the easier it is then to roll back in. Incidentally, when you want to go backwards, you just turn that move upside down. But then back to the basics again. If you don't really get on with that method, and I found through teaching, not a lot of children are able to do it. You know, teenagers are sort of on the cusp adults get it great, kids not so much. But so the other method, I just nicknamed it the anchor method. So for me, I will anchor my left foot to the floor, keeping that V shape as usual. Then with my right leg, I'm going to push out to the side ever so slightly. My knee is probably going to be in line with my face. Then all I do is pick up my anchor leg and bring it to meet it. So we go outwards together, outwards together. So to begin with, it doesn't look particularly graceful and ladylike, but it's all about just getting that technique right. Once you've got the technique, then you can start adding in the speed and the grace as well. Because to begin with, it's just about getting it right. Then the aim is we want to spend quite a lot of time on each foot. So you're pushing away together. Away together, away together. Okay? And then it's just practice, 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 practice. So remembering as well, any wobbles come along your way, just drop nice and low. If you're going to land on your butt, either try and twist, let the side take the impact, drop low first if you can, remain nice and floppy, and although if it's a coccyx impact, squeeze your butt as hard as you bloody. Okay, thanks.